Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, mates and mateys, and welcome everybody to coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series. We are ready to go at the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Nellis Straightaway, the Nellis Air Force Base right across the way on the back stretch, the dirt track at the Bull Ring, and so much more. There's a road course inside this facility, and if you're ready to lay your cards, roll the dice, put your chips on the table, this is Sim City. We welcome you to coverage from the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and this is the X Series. I'm Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is Nigel Sedale. Bigglestein Hopton is on production. Coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series is presented by Nitro here on Highline Broadcasting. Well, we move into round number 5 of the season, and so far, Nigel, there has been 4 different winners in 4 races, and one of those drivers has been, of course, Shane Van Gisbergen, who won last Tuesday night at Phoenix.
Good evening, Wesley. Good evening to Dean in the booth. Good evening, everyone out there watching on YouTube and all of our socials, definitely on Highline. But yeah, we're in for a cracking race tonight, 4 different winners. It shows you the depth of this field, and we've also got 40 cars out there tonight, all trying to see if they can get a win, especially with this new playoff system as well. We're at now the chase.
Yeah, it's no longer a win in your Ian-type scenario, right? I mean, you can literally have to continue to carry the momentum. And obviously, we're looking forward to it. By the way, Shane Van Gisbergen is back tonight. And V8 Supercar Series reigning champion Brody Kostecki is also in the house amongst our brethren and regulars of the Australian NASCAR X Series. We're really looking forward to seeing what goes on here at Vegas. Here's a look at the point standings. 12 drivers will advance into the chase. The drivers in red are on the outside looking in. But even with that so right now, Nigel, there's still a shot for them to transfer.
There's a massive shot. Look how tight the points is between first and 20th there at the moment. So those cars even at 20th, a good result tonight. They can put themselves into that top 12 to make them through to the chase as well. Look for cars like Wayne Burke, Lewis Greathead, who did win here only last year in season number 1. He won here, and also too Dave Douglas. He won the spring race in season 2. They could look out for them tonight. So, and also too Dave O from Nitro Racing. But also look at Jared Philsell from Lobs. But there's a few big name drivers in there as well. The one I'm watching out for tonight will be the 39 of Ethan Winter.
Let's take a look at obviously a recap, or you think of what happened last week. We go back to a wild race at Phoenix. It was filled with cautions, a lot of excitement, a lot of controversy. But at the end of 150 laps, double overtime actually, to determine the winner, it was Shane Van Gisbergen, 3-time V8 Supercar Series champion, the man that dominated NASCAR Cup road course races last year. He turned around and he was able to win, and it has definitely given a presence on social media of the highlights of what we saw. Do you feel like, as we get ready for the lineup, Nigel, we could see the same thing here on this mile and a half at Vegas tonight?
Well, we could see that as well, but we also could see some specialists on these mile and a halves as well, which is Phil Sell and Brody Kostecki as well. But we better get to the grid there, Wesley. We're getting close to the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the lineup for tonight's event here at Sim City. It is Lobbs and Brody Kostecki on the pole. There he is in the Kleenex machine to his outside. Of course, Jared Filsell. Shane Van Gisbergen qualifies well tonight after winning last week from 32nd. Cody Deeth to his outside, the COTA winner. We move on to row number 3, Griffin Gardner in the ES entry and Vortex entry of Ethan Winter in 6th. Row number 4, Dave Olgienzak from South Carolina. Dave-O in the Nitro with the Alta C Sport entry of the Australian NASCAR champion of last year, Matt Danson. And your top 10, Nigel, will find Vortex, Scott Rankin, and Josh Perwine for Team Vermilion. He starts 10th.
Row number 6, we got to see the Lewis Greathead from Vermilion Esports on his outside. Blaine Densleaf in the 27, also representing Vermilion Esports. Row number 7, we will see Scott Chapman, another one of the VE Vermilion Esports cars on his outside. Hobson in the SSR car on his outside. Row number 7. Row number 8, Tyler Williams representing Vortex Sim Sports with Tanner Petit's Racing's number 50 car, Clayton Davis, on his outside. In row number 9, we've got Brad Newman, the number 1 car, season champion from Lobs Esports, and on his outside is Angus Lawford representing Project 36. In row number 10, we've got Josh Mitchell from Nitro Racing with Brody Dowling in his first start in the X Series tonight on his outside in row number 20.
Row number 11, Joshua Houghton for Team Vermilion and Fitzroy Beaumont to the outside on row number 11 and P21 and P22. Michael Smith is in the house along with Daniel Boyd for Vortex. Row 13 will find Nitro driver, all-time starter, of course, of Jason Holdsworth, Trent Gosley to the outside. Row number 14 on the grid will find Tom Freer and Vermilion's Ben Faulkner. And your top 30, not done yet. Wayne Burke and Keith Hackney, Vermilion and Nitro, positions 29 and 30 there, Nigel.
We'll quickly run through these. Jerish Koch in his first season in the 239 and 31. 32 is Dave Douglas there. And P33, the privateer of Aaron Borg on his outside. Ryan Barber for Southern Stars in the 05 car. 35, Dane Diego Snadden for AWR. And 36, we've got Jamie Davis presenting Project 36. In row number 19, 37th car, Brendan the Cooch Griffiths, Project 36, Kelvin Clark. In the 1-9 in P38.
38 drivers on the grid, ready to go. As these drivers begin their preliminary laps for this event. By the way, a couple of changes. Jared Coach is in 36. Shane Van Gisbergen is starting from pit road in 37th. He's on the pit lane, so something's going on with his car. Kelvin Clark as well. As we'll get ready to go for 134 laps. That is 200 miles. Coming to green, round 5. Viva Las Sim Vegas is on, and you have a race here today.
But also, too, one thing that I remember, too, Wesley, is a brand new update of these cars came in on iRacing only last week. So a lot of these guys will be driving these cars for the first time with these new aero changes.
The aero changes and updates that have been done to the car. By the way, understanding that Scott Rankin has a bad case of the flu tonight alongside a felling wheel. Upshifter has failed on the right, so he is upshifting and downshifting with his left hand. He's going to try to do all he can to try to lock some laps. Not feeling well, got car issues. Driving ability might cause him to retire early. That is Scott Rankin on the racetrack. We'll keep an eye on him as right now the leaders in the early going, with Gardner lead him off turn 4.
We also see Dave-O running up there with Cody Deeth as well, the 069 car. He did win at COTA, I believe, if my memory serves me correct there, Wesley. He's one of the one to watch out for tonight. It's 3 wide.
Keep an eye on this all down the back straightaways right now. Gardner holding on to that top spot. Who's jumping out of line? Phil Sell. We saw Lobs Esports team racing with Newman and others last week with the Shane Van Gisbergen win at Phoenix. Got to wonder if the team will work together again. Right now, it's Phil Sell in his own world behind Davo as they work now single file back into one. Battle for the lead up front. Kostecki looking to poke to the bottom. Gardner throws the block on the back straightaway, Nigel.
And also, too, there's one thing we will start to watch is the tyre degradation as well. There's one thing you got to remember is that these cars can go flat out around here for the first 4 or 5 laps, but that will kill your tyres in the long run, as we see the 93 just get a little bit loose there coming out of 4.
Kleenex entry, the pink car. That's again Brody Kostecki, the reigning V8 Supercar Series champion. Hello to all of his fans and family out there tuning him on. Welcome, sir. Right now, he jumps to the lead over Gardner. Cody Deef, his first career win was at Coda a couple of weeks ago. He sits right now in third as they work again on 4.
As we start to look through the field as well, there's some big changes in the field as well. As we see the 239 there, all out there by himself at the moment. Jerry Koch starting from pit lane. Also, we got is it the 8 car down pit road as well? Is that? Oh, my timing screens must be a bit wrong here at the moment. I've just got to fix that up, guys. Hang on.
I wonder if some of these guys might be having problems, might be coming down the pit lane early. Right now, we're trying to check up on that. Actually, right now, I'm showing Jason Holdsworth on the racetrack currently in 31st. By the way, Shane Van Gisbergen back out. He's in 36th on the lead lap. So is Jarrett Coe. Kelvin Clark is a scratch. He did not take the green. Right now, back straightaway. Here comes a great battle. Winner to the outside, battling KD as they go into 3. And Phil Sell watches this in his rearview mirror. Danson watches it on the front windshield.
And also as well, I did speak to Matt Danson during the week. He was going to start more up the front from now on. He was struggling down the back there at the early start of the season. He was just trying to test his car out, but speaking during the week, he is going to be starting up the front more often, hoping to get more wins and get himself into the chase.
They work their way now down the back stretch. Watch this. The Gaines are in green. The Reds are drivers falling back, losing position. Right now, Kostecki holding on to his spot. Gardner is up 3 positions, and then Phil Sell losing a couple, gaining a couple as winner, losing a couple as deep. Your top 5, Danson, Inslee, Lawford, Greathead, top 10. They're rumbling back into turn number 3 again. Turn 2 back straightaway here. The Nellis straightaway, by the way. Nellis Air Force Base right across the way on the back stretch.
Now, the biggest mover so far in the field, Angus Lawford's up 10. He's now back into 8th position. The biggest loser in the field so far is Shane Van Gisbergen. He's down in 29th at the moment due to him starting in pits.
Ethan Winter right now in the 4th position. Working there, watch him poking out of line. Will he? Not yet. As here comes also Lawford. Project 36 contact with Dave-O. Dave-O starts to free fall a little bit. As Greathead looks on, will he go high or low? Nothing yet. 10 in.
And also too, we've got a stage break here in just under 21 laps time, so these cars will test themselves out. We're right on board with Brad Newman. We just go to the comments there. Brody is not the reigning Supercars champion. Chaz Mostyn is, yes, he won. I think it was the year before or 2 years ago that Brody won the Supercars champion a couple of years ago, but he is still a champion. As we see them 2 touch as well. And also too, those watching out online, Facebook isn't working either, so I apologise for that there. If you're watching that there, and jump across onto the stream on YouTube.
Yeah, let me get a clarification on that. He won the 2023 V8 Supercar Series Championship, the man out of Perth, Australia. So, Brody Paul Kostecki, they call him Bush. Anyhow, he leads. Don't take anything away from the guy. Reigning or a couple of years ago, the man's the champion in the V8 Supercar Series champion, like a 3-time champion in Shane Van Gisbergen. And by the way, also SVJ, a 3-time Bathurst 1000 winner also. 13 of 30 laps when they come to the line this time by. And right now, Phil Sell trying to get around Kostecki. I believe we had some technical issues. We're live now on Facebook as well on Highline Broadcasting. Welcome. Nigel Sedale, I'm Wesley Outland, Bigglestein Hopton on production. Round 5 for the Australian NASCAR X Series. We do apologize for the inconvenience if we had some technical issues coming on Facebook a little bit earlier. But nonetheless, we are rolling, and right now, heading down the back stretch as we see all these cars bobbing and weaving, heading to the midway point, Nigel, of stage 1.
What was going to be the pit strategy here? Would you go down and take tires? We see Matt Danson, Brad Newman hit into the wall there. Is that the 59 there of Tyler Williams? Scott Rankin.
Gotta wonder if there's some strategy here for Matt Danson, right? He starts to fall back a little bit. This is a long race. We mentioned it, 134 laps at 200 miles. That is the equivalent of the distance of the NASCAR Truck Series when they race here at Vegas. As Ethan Winter now sets his sight on Gardner. Ethan Winter is a 2-time Oceanic Dirt Sims Events champion. Basically the Australian Dirt Sprint Car Aussie Championship of iRacing. Right now sitting in that number 3 position. And Nigel, look at this wad of traffic. Top, bottom, middle, high, low, you name it. One wrong slip, we could have a problem here. There's a storm brewing.
Well, that's right. We've got 3 wide back at the back there between Brad Newman and where's Brad Newman, Blaine Densley, Scott Rankin, Lewis Braidhead. Big battle of cars here as well. The 999's in there as well of Josh Perwin. The 88 of Brenton Hobson. The 101's there as well of Sam Chapman. Oh!
Yellow.
Trouble.
Going around, Rankin already fighting the flu. Problems with the wheel. Brenton Hobson getting into him as well. Caution out, first time on the Nellis straightaway on the backstretch. Man, oh man.
What's happened here? Oh, hit the wall. It really wasn't even Scott Rankin's fault. Look at that. He was the one that got hit. Brenton Hobson in the other car there. Watch this. And there was also the 999 of, is that Perwin? Perwin, the 999, Josh Perwin. Watch this. He's in the middle. Contact made. Bouncing off him is Hobson. Nowhere to go. Goes the machine of Rankin. And we got a caution out here. First time. Wow. I probably wouldn't come down pit road.
I don't see any reason to come down pit road right now. I really don't. I mean, you're only, 17 in of a 30-lap stage. You're going to get the caution here at lap number 30 anyway. I would stay out, and I think the consensus is yes, they aren't moving. There's the leader, Brody Kostecki from Perth, Australia. Right now leading, jumped out in front, honestly, and, never looked back. Currently leading this thing here for the moment, Nigel. Wow.
He's got his teammate Phil Seal. There was a good little run then from the 93 Griffin Gardner as well. He's held out. He had led some laps earlier in as well. The one to look out for so far that's, I think, has got a fast car tonight is that 52 of Angus Lawford. Up 11th, he's in the top 10 at the moment in 7th.
Yeah, leading so far. 14 of 19 laps, Brody Kostecki again. And obviously, as I mentioned, 2023 V8, Australian V8 Supercar Series champion. And he's got Kleenex and Tampax on the car. There you go. I mean, everybody needs one, and, our lady friends need the other. So. there you go. The sponge for women, right? Oh, by the way, it's 5:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in North Carolina, where I am in the U.S. of A. So for all of you Aussie mates and mateys, I just climbed out of bed like about 45 minutes ago. Well, actually about 30 minutes ago, to be honest with you. So, yeah. There's SVG, currently in 20th. We saw what he did last week. If you did not witness it, check it out on the replay on social media. Over 300,000 plus. And obviously, SVG started 32nd. And the man went on to pick up the win at Phoenix, a wild one in double overtime last Tuesday night. And for all of you haters out there, or, blinders, if you will, that was not AI generated. That was the real deal. I found myself kind of laughing over the weekend at some of the comments from some people, Nigel. But it was not AI. It was the real deal, and obviously really cool to have the Auckland, New Zealand, the Kiwi of Mr. SVG joining us, as well as everyone else. All right, let's set up a restart for you here. 19 of 134 laps. It'll be lap 20 when they come to green. That means there is 10 remaining in stage 1. Kostecki, Phil Sell on the front row. Gardner, Winner, row 2. Deeth and Davo, row 3. Lawford, Great Head, row 4. And your top 10 in the back, pulling out of line already. Newman and Dinsley as we bring the act to the green. Back in Vegas. Sim City back underway here, Nigel.
Start there by Brody Kostecki as well in the 038. He's got a good little lead there through those bumps there of turn number 1. Cody Deeth gets a run there on the inside. Massive pack of cars there, 3-4 wide. As we also see down the back there too, one car to look out for, Matt Danson. He was right up the front. He went straight to the back. He's there, trouble with that car early.
Boy, Kostecki with a great launch on the restart. Look at him pull away. As now we see Phil Sell and Gardner battling for second side by side for P2. Here comes now Gardner. He'll pull to the inside, and now Cody Deeth as well.
3-4 wide there. Big push there by Ethan Winter on Phil Sell there. Who can remember what happened last week with all these cars? A little bit of controversy there in the Phoenix race. A lot of cautions, but we're back racing hard this weekend. 3 wide there in the back, and Dave O there makes his way through there as well. Back into the top 6.
Working these cars around the corner, back into the turns 1 and 2. As Brody Kostecki is gone, and we got trouble, guys. Crash. Micklemore, former series champion, going around to the number 31.
Clayton Davis, Shane Van Gisbergen, Michael Smith, Keith Hackney, Aaron Borg, Daniel Boyd's involved with that.
Multiple cars involved. Look at, wow, Shane Van Gisbergen about got used up there. Micklemore down below. Smith collected. Jason Holdsworth in a very different retro colored car. And look at this. Boy, could have been a lot worse.
I don't think those cars will be too badly damaged there, Wesley. I think they'll go down and pick these cars up. I think the majority of these will be fine.
Yeah, I think you're going to be all right, right? I'm okay right now. That's what Micklemore and others are saying. I'm okay. I'm all right. Look at this. Just a little spin. Yeah. Smith got by. Everyone else. Whoa, okay, Rankin. Oh, all right. Was it Dinsley, I think, just got a piece of it, maybe? I think that's Blaine Dinsley. If you want to go on board with Blaine Dinsley, I think he got a little T-bone shot of the driver door. And Shane Van Gisbergen, this is what it was like. Well, first, here's Blaine Dinsley, and then we'll go on board with SVG and see what he saw. This happened up in front of him here. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was not Blaine Dinsley. My apologies. I'll figure it out right here. Look at this. Wow. Nigel, what car was that T-boned? Trying to see real quick. It's hard to tell.
Pit stops.
And we're seeing drivers actually come down pit road here going for maybe the undercut before the end of stage 1, Nigel.
Yes, that's correct. Well, it'll only be a 3-lap run until the end of stage number 1. So come down, get the tyres on, try to get that track position. Or you actually might see some drivers not come down. Well, I think everyone's actually come down pit road, to be honest with you. Hang on, my timing screen's gone way out, guys. Way out.
Second did not, neither did Gardner. KD, I mean, the top 15 stayed out on the racetrack. So from Brody Kostecki to Fitzroy Beaumont, they did not come down to the pit lane now. From Shane Van Gisbergen in 16th on back, they all did. So, actually, you're exactly right. Shane Van Gisbergen, but does it document and show that he's on pit road, though? I mean, yeah. Well, we are going to come back to a restart here in a moment, and there will be 5 remaining as the field circles back under caution. A couple of yellow flags. Not any really big, massive wrecks, Nigel. Just a couple of early spins, and we'll get ready to reset them here as we are getting ready to come back to green. Lights are off on the pace truck. And weather conditions, by the way, we really talk about that real quickly. Let's look at the virtual weather temps here at Vegas. There it is. As obviously we look at it, 95 degrees track temp. If their virtual sim temp is 71, 72 degrees, northeast wind at 9 miles an hour, partly cloudy conditions, humidity at 20%. As we get ready to go back to green, Nigel, you were saying.
I'm just going to say, I wonder how many drivers have been caught out with the new aero package that these cars have got from the update. And all those accidents were caused because of the way that they now handle in the dirty air, especially in traffic. Could be something to watch out for later on in the race.
Yeah, understanding that Chooch, Griffiths might have got a piece of it, Brandon Griffiths, so we'll have to look and see what's going on with that mate as we'll get ready to bring him back underway. All right. Lobs Esports entry, driving with the likes of Phil Sell and Newman. And there is Brody Kostecki bringing us back to green. There is 4 laps to go, 6 miles remaining in stage 1. Wow, 3 wide behind them. Boy, they didn't waste no time getting back to the whip, did they?
Oh, no. No, looking for Angus Lawford on the inside there in the 52 car, trying to get those stage points there. He's looking really, really strong tonight.
Poking out of nowhere, here comes Lobs Esports right there in the hunt. 3 to go, stage 1 at Vegas.
Well, judging by Cody Death on the inside.
It's Cody Death. Dakota winner, first career winner of Australian NASCAR X Series. A couple of weeks ago now, battling Brody Kostecki. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Kostecki puts the block on the bottom, and he got loose, entering out of 4. Contact! BK, AD, going at it. 2 to go in stage 1 at Vegas.
And Victor on the battle too. Tyler Williams actively hit the ball there as well. So look out, he'll have damage on that car as well. We're right on board here in the 3rd place Vortex Sim Sports, Ethan Winter.
Winner up high. There he goes in his Toyota Supra. Up down low comes Gardner. And yes, Phil Sell is right in the fight. 5, 6 cars. 1 to go. Stage 1 in Vegas. Brody Kostecki up high. Stays up high, down low, comes Cody Death. Winner will follow. And all the while, here comes Phil Sell, the Davo, thundering down the backstretch. This is only the completion of stage 1. We're not done yet here in Virtual Sim City. 2023 V8 Supercar Series champion from the land of Perth, Brody Kostecki, first stage win of the year. In his first race of the season, he gets it done in stage 1 at Vegas.
now when the pit strategies start to happen too, slow these cars down. See if you can save a little bit of fuel when you go down pit lane and you want to put fuel in. Those vital gallons of fuel are vital. You might save yourself half a second. 1/10 of the second on pit road could be the difference between starting first or 15th.
Brody Kostecki driving for Lobs will get the stage win. Ethan Winters second. Gardner third. KD Cody Deep the top 5 with Jared Philsell. Davo Shane Van Gisbergen from the back starting this race on pit road. He climbs to 7th in 30 laps. Angus Lawford, Perwin, and Newman, your top 10, they will all, Nigel, get stage points from 10 to 1 to go towards points when we decide the chase coming up here. It's fast approaching, it feels like. Yes.
Only 8 races away?
Feels, yeah.
8 races.
It's round 5 of the season already, yeah.
You're making me feel old, Wesley.
I'm sorry.
As I'm choking on my chicken salt here, I'll get back to.
You're eating chicken. Wait a minute. You're eating chicken salt on the air. I'm waiting for my chicken salt to come to America, and you're eating chicken salt?
I am. I'm eating one with the chips this week. Better concentrate. We're going down pit road. We'll get back to chicken salt later. Every
chicken
car's coming down pit road.
There you go. I'm a little chicken fried at 5:30 in the morning. All right, here we go. As the drivers now enter pit road, a lot of drivers that did not pit in the first stage, they're on now. And even some drivers that did pit, they're pitting again, Nigel. Wow.
Put some fuel in. They won't be changing tyres, though. This has only got 3 sets of tyres for the race. So they definitely wouldn't want to take another set now, which will... You've always got to leave a set for a green, white checker there, Wesley.
I would say that you need to definitely at least try to keep an ace in the hole to be the gambler with a set of tires. There you go. David Lawler says it's beer and burritos here. There you go. It's Coca-Cola for me right now. I've ran out of Pepsi.
If you're out there watching out online, there's a big crowd there watching online on Facebook and YouTube. Don't be shy. Get in the comments. Tell us what you think. Who's your favourite driver? Who's your predictions for tonight to take home the victory? Who are you cheering on? All the rest of it, let us know in the chat.
Pick a card, any card. Pick a car, any car. There you go. Yeah. A little steam. Everyone's a winner. A little chocolate. All right. So Perwin will now be showed as the new leader. Vermillion. He did not, by the way, come down pit lane. He is yet to pit. Everyone else has at least pitted one time, Nigel, except for Josh Perwin. He is the man that is not pitted. But if you remember, well, he got in that little tangle there with Rankin and Hobson on the backstretch earlier. No damage, though. He's continuing to race on. Lights off on the pace truck. We will go to stage 2 next time by the green.
This will be an interesting little stage we got happening here, Wesley. Like these guys here, all on fresh tyres. We'll all be starting to work out what's underneath their car, what's going to happen in this second stage. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of getting to that last stage now, but you've got to always remember you will need that set of tyres up your sleeve because we know a lot of these races. I think there's been 2 green white checkers this year, if I'm correctly right. So that will be coming into the crew chief's minds as well.
It took double overtime last Tuesday night for Shane Van Gisbergen to get the win. 4 different winners in 4 races, by the way, for the Australian NASCAR X Series. Back underway, green flag. This is another 30-lap stage back to green here in Sim City.
3 wide there already on the outside. There, the Jamie Davis, Dave O, and looks like underneath them the 93 car of Griffin Gardner as well. Ooh.
Get this traffic already going 3 and 4 wide. Pick a lane, any lane, and hold on to it right now. North slamming. Brody Kostecki, Ethan Winter. Winter weasels by. He'll clear him for that spot. And Perline says, I'm getting away from this madness. Not anymore. Gardner down on the bottom. He's looking for the lead in 1.
Now, did Brody Kostecki get loose coming out of 4? We have to keep an eye on that. Must be good if we can get a replay of that. We'll see if we can get one in the trailer a bit later on. As Jamie Davis is blinking very heavily there. Looks like we got 3 wide at the back there with Phil Sell as well. As you can see right now, Josh Perwin didn't take tyres at that last stop, and look at him head backwards there. But just remember though, this is run here could be in his advantage later on, because he'll have another extra set of tyres up his sleeve. One to keep an eye on for all them watching at home.
Brody Kostecki free falling like lyrics to a Tom Petty song there a moment ago. Look at him now, all the way back to 7th, 8th now. Got Lawford to his outside. Shane Van Gisbergen up to help. Trying to join Phil Sell as they cross the stripe. Back into the corner into turn 1. Gardner now having the opportunity to lead the race. The driver in front, that's the driver of the 93, Griffin Gardner. By the way, Jason Holdsworth tonight, taking the green flag, career start, number 182. He is the all-time starter by 2 on Andy Barber. And Brody Kostecki now with some friends there. Phil Sell and Shane Van Gisbergen, Nigel working again on 4. Lobsy Sports now looking up.
And we also see change the lead. The Winter goes to the lead, takes the inside there. Griffin Gardner on the outside, got in back in the top 3, in back into the second position. But look out behind him is Dave O in the 311.
How about it? Ethan Winter. Back up in there again. Gardner follows to Dave O. They're on board with him, as Nigel said. And how about that telemetry on the far left? Blinking in red, redlining. Boy, he is pushing it to the red line. You remember the quote from Days of Thunder when Harry Hogg tells him about the little needle and it reads red and tacks at 9,000 RPMs? That's bad. Well, that's how fast, virtually, Dave-O is pushing the RPMs in that machine, holding on to third of the 311. And look at Cody Deep doing the same, Nigel.
Unbelievable here at the moment. What great graphics here of Dean's got for us now. All these little things, like we can see the RPM of the cars, miles per hour, the quicker they're, how much quicker they were the last time out, and in the fourth gear as well. One thing, let's ride on board here with Cody Deep as well, as we come from Eclipse Skin Sports, as we go into 1, and we'll just show everyone out there online how hard it is to go into turn 1 with those bumps with this car. We'll keep an eye on it. Just watch this, everyone. We'll come with number 1. Right there. See those bumps there? He gets a little bit loose on his car. He's trying to send it in there. That's one thing those cars do have to watch, especially these Xfinity cars, and we'll also see it in the trucks as well on Thursday night here live on Highline, is that those bumps there can throw you out, especially when you've got older tyres.
Down to the inside, look at this. As Gardner trying to hold on to that spot, KD, and watches on Cody Deethan now, Winter leading. Ethan Winter up in front now as we are in the early going of stage 2 here at Vegas. Couple of cautions, nothing really crazy or chaotic. And the 2-time Oceanic Dirt Sim Events, Australian Dirt Sprint Car, Aussie champion of iRacing, Ethan Winter now leading the fray over Dave-O.
And there's one thing we've got to remember too, Wesley, is if that high line does come into play later on in the run, Ethan Winter being so good in a sprint car, and I've seen that guy rip the high line at Homestead there and win many a races there. This goes to the high line later on in the run. Look out for Ethan Winter. He can take this field right away from him and come away with it into victory lane.
Very lively in the chat box says, I think that Ben Faulkner kind of said something to rile the people, and he's kind of the Scarface of the chat for the Australian NASCAR X Series at the moment. I was kidding. I was only kidding.
Well, I think you'll find that, I think the incident that Ben Fulton is talking about, Jared Philstill did get loose coming out of fall and then got into winter as well, as we see our production team. As we can then just saw, however.
That is the restart zone, and that is how you know about it in the background. There you go. The more you know. This is info about the restart zone. This is how we know what we're talking about. Sometimes there it is. Only difference is it's not Geico anymore. They got rid of the damn lizard. They got rid of the lizard.
Oh, slides it up.
It is the Echo Park restart zone for all SMI tracks. As right now, Shane Van Gisbergen is up to 5th.
He's just not gambling off the track in Sin City. He's gambling on the track too by making moves like that. 2 for 1 there for the 97 of Gisbergen.
As by the way, Shane Van Gisbergen and Phil Sell, Team Loves Esports, have now hooked up. It's now Winter down to the inside. He wants to lead back to Dave-O. Will he get it? Yes, he will. Give him a
Dave-O, he's been dominant in the trucks. I think he won 26 races in the... Oh, I mean, they're in the wall.
Dirty air. And look at Brody Kostecki taking advantage of it. He said, excuse me, coming through. Tampax time again here in Sim City.
And this is the
Ethan
thing, Wesley,
Winter just had a depends moment.
Oh, and SVG takes it in the inside, 3 wide, Ethan in the middle.
Saying
There's one thing about this one thing though, Wesley, I will say this to everyone at home too. This series is that competitive. You make a little mistake like that there, you can drop many of places and it could end your night.
This is the Australian NASCAR X Series. And round 5, Dave Olgie and Zach now. Dave-O leads. The man out of Charleston, South Carolina, but look at Ethan Winter battling back on the bottom, and he's going to battle with SVG. Cody Deeth watches on out of 2. Boy, look at Brody Kostecki in a different line than anybody, up against the safer barrier, and then he dropped down low in front of these guys as they work on the apron out of 4.
We see Cody Deeth back in, and remember these two had a bit of a battle last week as well back at Phoenix there during what was a bit of a messy race by everybody, but we got through it there. Brody's back to the slider.
In the saddle again. But not yet. Whoa! Dave-O and DK battle, and look at this now. SVG, you gotta love the abbreviations of these drivers. Shane Van Gisbergen bottom to the lead out of 2.
Dave-O's back on that inside there. Brody gives him a little tap. Now, there's one thing, even though these guys are teammates, they are here to race. They will not give each other an inch there with 8 to go in stage 2.
They're going at it. The pink machine battling Shane Van Gisbergen, couple of V8 Supercar Series champions racing hard here in the Australian NASCAR X Series with 7 to go in stage 2. Brody Kostecki back to the bottom. He'll drift up in front of SVG. We'll see the
Phil
crossover, and there's contact with Winner and Phil Sell battling for third.
Cody Decent behind thing and let these guys race. I might be able to get my positions back. They'll all crash out. I'll get through. There's Phil Sell and Ethan Winter as well. These guys had a battle last year as well. This is unbelievable driving as we see Gisbergen and Konstecki out in front having a battle for the lead.
Aussie mates and mateys, are you not entertained? Bouncing off the wall.
And they're right on board with Shane.
Davo, I think he got the fence there. As you're back in the league with Shane Van Gisbergen and Nigel going to 3.
And they're racing for Newmo, and Newmo at the moment, Brad Newman is in 11.
Thought it was Nemo, the fish. 5 to go. It's a joke, everybody. Don't get mad. Don't have to get out of a box of Kleenexes. Look at SVG now. He's got impacts to his inside. Is that really a tampon on the rear deck lid of the car? Is what it really is. Oh my God, Brody.
Oh, check that out.
I love it. And look at Winner enjoying the fight. 2 to go now here. No, 4 to go. 4 to go in stage 2. Real world boys showing how it's done. Cue up a little. Devil went down to Vegas. Look at now. Winner on the bottom. How about Brody Konstecki up high? Phil Sell now wanting to catch these guys. Nigel. SBO! He hit the wall, baby! Phil Sell said, I got this, I got this, I got this. That could have been bad. 3 to go.
Oh, I can't catch a breath here at the moment. No, it's not between the action on track and the chicken salt I've been eating. I can't catch my breath.
Put the chicken salt down now! This is Van Gisbergen. Watch this. Look at Shane Van Gisbergen on the bottom of the apron. Brody Konstecki's there. He's got Ethan Winter to the inside. Phil Sell is right there. Davo top 5. We're closing in, Nigel, on the end of stage 2 here in Vegas. What a quick race tonight.
We're going to be quicker than what we were last week as we see Ethan back on the inside there of Konstecki into 4. I've got to get it right. Oh, he's loose. Loving it.
Stage 2. Winner. Going after BK. Brody Konstecki up high, the pink car. The Tampax Kleenex car. Sideways working now as Winner works the bottom. Phil Sell, will he get there? I don't think he will. He's got to hold off his own battle of Davo. Shane Van Gisbergen, winner last week at Phoenix, comes to the line. He will win stage 2. His second stage win of the year, if you count winning at Phoenix last week in the 3rd and final stage. He wins. Shane Van Gisbergen wins stage 2 here at Vegas tonight.
We all slow down and we hit down pit road.
Woo! And now we set him up, Joe, for the finale, for the big one.
Guys, I have to be back in 2 seconds. I've just got one little job I got to do. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be back.
Nigel's got to get more chicken salt, everybody. Chicken salt with a glass of milk, Dean. Does that sound good, you think? Was it? You know? Yeah. So, yeah, chicken salt and milk. Yeah. Somebody just said quote of the year. He's got Tampax on his inside. Oh, and there it is. And look, everybody. If I had a little, yeah. I mean, there's Kleenex and a tampon on the rear deck lid of the car. That's all I'm saying. You know, just saying. You know, if you don't know what it is, that's what it looks like. It's fun and educational in the Australian NASCAR X Series. Yeah, I hope you've never used one before, Dean. Oh. Yeah, Dean's joining us on commentary right now, everybody. Oh, he's not. He's making me seem like I'm crazy, everybody. I got a guy in my ear. It's like I am your producer telling you what to do. Here they come. Everybody, I got a feeling it's coming down pit road here as I believe my buddy Nigel has stepped away. I'll be back. Yeah, there you go. He says, I'm back. Here we go. By the way, that stage presented by Nitro Racing oval setups for Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. Join the garage. Hit that Discord link and join them now. Nigel, your first take of the 60 lap of the race, buddy. Still got a long way to go here.
Ask me in 5 seconds. I've got to go again.
And he's gone again. All right. There we go. And look at this. Look at this race off pit road. Racing off pit road again. Brody Kostecki gets it done. Beating SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ethan Winter, Dave O. We are under a caution period, LOL. Yeah. I get it. Oh, my God. I just caught that. Oh, my God. You're horrible, Existed Chase. You're horrible. Everything's going perfect until about 20, everything's going good for about 23 days. And then the final 7 is just kind of up in the air, So it's like what Robin Williams used to say, the late Robin Williams, the voice actor, comedian. He always said there could be no women president,
I'm back.
Oh, look at this. And there it is. We're going to Darlington next week, by the way. Darlington will be fun. NASCAR is at Darlington this weekend. I'm going to Darlington. Auto Club in a couple of weeks. Rockingham, just some of the awesome places that are coming up. And quickly, Nigel, approaching May when the chase begins. That 6-race championship series should be fun.
It is. You going to Darlington this weekend for the race?
I am. Yes.
Oh, take some photos. Put them up on the in the socials for us in the Discord. Anyway,
I'm going to work, but I mean, if I get a chance to try to take some pictures, I will. But yeah,
we'll do it.
I mean, I have a very crazy schedule this upcoming week. I've got baseball. I've got racing at Wake County and County Line with dirt and pavement, and then Darlington Sunday for the Goodyear 400. So, but I will try. I will try to sneak and get some pictures for sure.
Anyway, we'll get back to the race here.
I'm loving these comments, by the way.
Oh, bring it on. Keep them coming.
Yeah. We are. I don't know if you caught this or not, Nigel. We are under a caution period. Brody not letting any positions leak during the stops. Yeah, there you go. Andy J losing all his time start that as we come back to green. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final stage here in Sim City at Vegas. 70 to go. We're also approaching halfway in the starting of stage 3 as well, Nigel, and we're under caution. All right, let the crashes begin. Michael Smith, Matt Danson up against
Matt Danson. Aaron Borg, Scott Rankin, and Michael Smith involved.
You should be dancing, yeah. All right, Matt Danson, a little. Oh boy, is that
Rankin?
Rankin again, man. I'm surprised he's lasted as long as he has. He was telling me that obviously racing under the flu, not feeling well, the flu bug has got to him. And in addition to that, his upshifter has failed on the right, so now he's upshifting and downshifting with his left hand. And wow, there's a crash. Sure it is again. Oh, okay. Smith. Watch the 95, a little wiggle there from Borg, bouncing off into Danson, putting Rankin in the fence. That's what happened. That's what happens, man. That's what happens. There's a look at it again. I mean, Nigel, first couple of stages, pretty clean. Are we ready for the fireworks now? Are we getting ready for the big ride, baby?
I think we're going to go 3-4 wide here for many, many laps. A lot of the big players up the front now. Oh, big contact there, Michael Smith in the 95 car. That might be his night done. Scott Rankin night, I believe, will be done as well. Matt Danson was turned around. I don't think there's too much damage on that car. We'll just see how long he does spend down pit road, but that car's smoking. That does not look good at all.
Nigel, we should take a look at Ryan Barber. Ryan Barber chiming in, and he said that looking back from my car would have been funny. I was so lucky. Ryan Barber.
Oh, a little bit of damage there, kicked by the 30 at Danson.
Yeah, where's Ryan Barber right now? Ryan Barber is in 20th position. I think Rankin blew up. I saw smoke from Rankin's car. Here's on board with Ryan Barber from the back. Let's see what he says. Let's see if he matches what he says. Woo! Look at that. Oh, baby. I am okay. I am okay. I mean, if you get hit from the rear, you get plowed from the back, there's nothing you can do. I mean, hold on.
No one comes down pit road. I did as expected. No one comes down, even puts a little bit of fuel in their car to get to the end. They'll try to go. I think there's still one more stop these cars do have to make here in this stage number 3, 5th caution of the night. Kostecki's in the lead. We've had 7 lead changes so far. The competition at the top has been pretty hot. Biggest move so far, Keith Hackney, our Truck Series leader. He's now back into the top 10. He's now 7th.
Yeah, pardon the pun of David Lawler, you pervert, you in the chat box. Brody Kostecki starting to get on with the flow as he is working back to the top spot. Ethan Winter in 2nd spot. Shane Van Gisbergen and Jared Filsell right there, stage 2 winner for SVG. Davo, Cody Deeth, Blaine Dinsley, Hackney, Lawford, and Gardner right now, your top 10 as we get ready to re-rack them, restack them, and turn them back loose as we are in now the second half of this race, just after halfway, 100 miles in, Nigel.
It all happens now as we see these cars start to come up again. I don't know. I can't pick a winner here, guys. I really can't. Ethan Winter's strong in that 39 Vortex car. We've got the 3 Lobs cars. Cody Deeth's been strong. Davo, well, anything's possible with him.
Green, green, green.
Back underway here in Virtual Sim City. Shane Van Gisbergen giving a push to Brody Kostecki. No, he pushed him up. He goes high. SVG down low. He's looking for the lead. He's got friends. Davo on his inside. Behind Kostecki is Winner.
As we see, Brody Kostecki's led the most laps tonight. 34 laps for him so far. Ethan Winters, he's led 9. Shane SVG, he's led 9 as well. Griffin Gardner 8. Josh Kerwin's led 4. Davo's led 4. Jared Filsell's led 1. As we all cars get through the restart pretty safely, as we see the cars there go 3 wide. Ethan Winter sends it straight up the middle.
3 wide. Hey, by the way, we're live on Highline on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Hit that like, subscribe, and follow and share. Yeah. Or like us on social media. Look at this Winner in the middle. Oh, give him room. Let him in.
Cody Deeth in there as well. We're going to go. We've got 3. Oh, this is unbelievable.
Take a pick a car, any car, and look at now. Cody Deeth up the middle. Oh, whoa, Filsell too high. Oh, this is crazy. Lobsy Sports ganging up on KD. Brody Kostecki back for the lead, but Winner powers back on the bottom for Vortex. He's not backing away.
3 wide at the back there. Looks like Griffin Gardner's back in the mix now with Davo as well. Trying to send it up the inside. Gets back in the draft there of Filsell. Be nice.
Forward.
Can we go forward here? Get
Oh!
it, PG.
The Stecky bounced off the wall. He bounced off the safer barrier. Coming out 4. And look at this. Look at Shane Van Gisbergen. He says, hey, BK, you want to go up high? Now you got to get around me. Jared Field Cell, by the way, now the new leader. A 3-car wall. Here, my God, here comes Newman. 4 cars for Lobs Esports. Ganging up on everybody. You just got to go with the flow. Literally.
As we see, Kobe Deeth wants his turn at the front there, tries to set it up there on the inside. Lines it up there.
Shane Van Gisbergen's the joker in the middle now. Up front, Cody Deeth. Wow! Hang on, Shane. Fights the wheel, and we have liftoff. He had no choice.
Yellow flag.
Big crash.
Oh no, Lawford and others. Cody Deeth, Keith Hackney. Lawford, Keith Hackney, Angus Lawford.
Josh Perwin's involved.
Perwin caught up in it. Caution's out. Wow.
Think there's something good.
Unbelievable.
Perwin goes to the outside. No, if we just reverse it back. Yeah, it looks like there's just.
Just lost it. Just plain lost it. Watch it. Wow. Okay. Perwin up high. And and look at Hackney. Hackney into Lawford. And then, yeah, let's just all 3 slam the wall together. We're all in this together. By the way, I want to correct myself. That was Keith Hackney's golden black car nitro entry, not Jason Holdsworth. Jason Holdsworth in his regular colored car. But that looked like an 8 right there. But that is our buddy out of Georgia.
And Wesley's not. Oh, and Wesley's not featuring on the 6th car tonight.
The truck only. The truck only. We have an arrangement. Plenty of tailgate space for me and Miss Piggy. So it was can't believe I just said that. A T-bone shot. It's a tomahawk.
Tough break for Angus Lawford too. He was looking really strong tonight. These cars going down pit road. Everyone's coming
Everybody,
down.
look at this pit stops, man. Yes.
Ethan Winter, Dave O, Griffin Gardner, Ryan Barber, Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG, Lewis Greathead, Dave Douglas, Brenton Hobson, Blaine Densley, Micklemore, Daniel Boyd, Holdsworth, Sam Chapman, Wayne Burke, Josh Perwin's down there fixing his damage. Have all come down pit road. His old mate here, as we see him on the screen there, is just directing traffic and making sure that fire truck is ready to go.
Last pit stop info down below. There's Jared Filsell. Everybody's pretty much in sequence with one another here now. All right, so we are in the second half of this race. There is under 60 remaining, 58 to go at the line to be exact. And Jared Filsell now the leader over Cody Deeth, Brody Kostecki, Brad Newman, Tyler Williams, Jarrett Coe, Brody Dowling, Fitzroy Beaumont, Clayton Davies, and Aaron Borg now your top 10. Shane Van Gisbergen was up there. He come down to the pit lane. SVG, oh my goodness, where will you restart? He will restart 18th. Dave O restarts 15th. Ethan Winter 13th. Griffin Gardner 16th. Just some of the names that have been front runners in the early going of this race as we go back for a restart, Nigel.
And just remember what Ethan Winter did last week at Phoenix. He started 15th with the green-white checker, and he ended up being second overall. So he knows how to get through these large fields very quickly, so he can maximise his tyre use as much as possible.
Looking like the temperatures come down a little bit. Track temp, there it is. Obviously, partly cloudy conditions. Got to wonder what it's like when that cloud cover gets over the racetrack. No humidity, 21% humidity right now as we come back to green. 57
Green
laps
flag.
to go. Ready to settle it in the home stretch here in Sim City. And Phil Sell leads them back to green. Nigel. Shane Van Gisbergen now by himself, way in the back. Can we see him climb back up there again? All of his Lobs Esports friends are up for the top 3 with contact. Oh, get that mess out of here, Tyler Williams said.
The thing is, though, Wesley, those guys are...
Go ahead, Nigel.
No,
oh.
No. We got to stay on this here. Oh!
Fix it! Oh my God, he got it! He saved it! How in the world did he do that? Unbelievable! And we're 5-1! Oh my God, guys! Lift! Gas is on the right, brakes on the left, and Shane Van Gisbergen's in the wall! Shane Van Gisbergen crashing! Other cars crashing!
Some of the fence.
Somebody just got up in the catch fence! Oh no, Lewis Greathead into the catch fence!
I actually think that was Dave Douglas. Dave Douglas, I think, was in the fence.
No, it was the Greathead. It was the 112. Watch this. Look at this. This is up ahead. Shane Van Gisbergen's up ahead. Watch the 112. He just got punted here. Right there. Bam. And here we go. Look out. Oh, wow. And now we're going to have a lengthy red flag for massive repairs for fence reconstruction. Actually, no, we don't. Actually, no, we don't. The catch fence did its job, and the PA system is still up and working. Watch this again. Oh, man. Who was that? The 231, I think it is. No, Jarrett. No,
Yep.
That's Jarrett. Jarrett Coe, actually. The 239.
No fast repairs in the series. Someone asked in the chat about fast repairs. Definitely no fast repairs.
Yeah, Jarrett Coe, watch this again. Watch this great hit. Oh, baby. Oh, my. Now, this is not good. I'm on fire. Watch this again, Jarrett Coe. Oh, he tags him right there. Look at that. Am I saying his name right, Jarrett Coe? Nigel, or is it Cock? Or is it Coe? Coach?
I think that's right.
It's Coe? Yeah.
Yep.
I hope so, because the other one just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Here we go. Coming out of turn 4. Watch this again. Matt Danson, this is what he saw. Wow. He says, I'm just going to do some recreational driving. I'm going to stay the hell away from all of y'all. Oh, it was Greathead. Lewis Greathead. Yeah, Lewis Greathead. You know what? The rear camera would be fun. Let's see what the rear camera looked like for Greathead. Yeah, Lewis Greathead up close, and then the rear camera. Watch this. Bounced off by, whoa, oh boy, right the dente. That's Trent Gosley, by the way, that got into Greathead. Let's see what the rear camera looked like, Nigel. Yeah, we do. And entertain our audience. It's about being entertainers. The 112, Greathead from the back. The camera from the back. This is going to be interesting, Nigel. Look at this. And then Gosling tags him. Look at this from a different view. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas unless you tear your car all to hell. Oh, David, you're horrible. I didn't say it like that, David Lawler. Feel violated, Nigel. David Lawler's being nasty in the chat box, Nigel Zadell. I feel violated.
And then
Yes.
let's just we'll wait to the race on Thursday with the trucks. He'll probably get angry if he crashes.
Telling you. Yeah, that's true. No, that was earlier. Look at my own board. Yeah, we did look at your own board. No, he wants us to look at it again. I don't know if we can. We're getting ready for a restart.
No.
Unfortunately, Ryan, we're not under red flag conditions. We the catch fence is put right back up again after it got torn down. So we have Brody Kostecki, Cody Deeth, Phil Sellenborg right there with one another.
Green.
Keep an eye on Shane Van Gisbergen. He's back out there in the back underway.
Big checkup.
Other cars that are climbing now, including Brad Newman up to fifth. Aaron Borg.
Oh, Bogey! No!
And I
flag is
spoke
out.
too damn soon. Announcer Jinx, I just said Aaron Borg's name, and he spins with Keith Hackney. I'm bad luck, Nigel. I literally just said the guy's name, and he goes spinning. He'll say bad. I'm sorry, Aaron. There's a replay of it. Look at the 43, man. Yeah, Aaron Borg. Just literally just said Aaron Borg starting to climb, and look at Brad Newman. Oh boy, Dave-O and Newman. That you know what? They used each other up there, Nigel. Nobody lifted. Nobody lifted. And by the way, my apologies. That was not Keith Hackney. That was the 819 of Brody Dowling, by the way, that got involved in it with Borg.
Just seemed not to me. Just seemed like to me that accident just then was just three guys hard racing into turn number 2. SVG down there getting some damage done. Looks like Dave Douglas. Lewis is still in pit lane as well. And Keith Hackney as well for Nitro. He got big damage on that car. So we've got a couple of Nitro cars. We've got a Lobs car. We've got a Vermilion car down there. As we're about to go green again. For your follow setup needs, follow Nitro Racing on Discord. Nitro Discord.gg, I think. Discord.gg/Nitro Racing. For your Cup, truck, and O'Reilly's setup needs, head over to Nitro Racing. Proud sponsors of this series.
O'Reilly! Don't forget the Australian NASCAR Truck Series presented by CT Electrical will be in action on Thursday night on the High Line. And I believe we're going to, if I remember correctly, I think we're going to Vegas as well. Yeah.
Yep, we'll be at Vegas.
It's Vegas. Yeah. We're going to be right here. Same place. Same story. Same flipping network. Coming up. It'll be fun. All right, Brody Kostecki ready to bring him back to green in the Tampax Tampons Kleenex car. Can't make this up. I've never, I mean, you never know. You never know what kind of rap job these guys are going to have. I mean, and they're real businesses, Some people are in tears right now. Got to get the Kleenex ready. Cody Deeth in second. Coda winner. First career win, Nigel. Remember Coda a couple of weeks ago. Right now sitting in second. Jared Philsell, Dave-O. Dave-O, our buddy from South Carolina. Brad Newman. Get ready to try this again. Shane Van Gisbergen is back on pit road again, Nigel. I guess he's trying to do all he can to get that car fixed.
Out there to help his teammates out. It's a big restart here. Watch out for Winter in position number 8 here at the moment. See, none of these cars have come down pit road. My question to you now, Wesley, is how many of these guys can make it to the end through these cautions? That'd be the question to think. If this stays green, how's this strategy going to play out? It'll be interesting to see over the next 10 to 20 laps.
Viva Las Vegas. Oh, Viva Las Vegas. Let's do it. It's not over yet, everybody. Anything can and probably will happen. Yeah, it's not over yet. 47 laps to go.
Green flag.
Here
green
at
flag.
Virtual Sim City, we're back to green. Lap 87 complete now. Brody Kostecki on the restart, dropping from the bottom now to the middle lane, now back to the bottom into 1 and 2. And he got a great launch pulling away from his teammate Phil Sell and Cody Deeth. Newman watching also. Keep an eye on the teal, green, and blue cars. Lobs, and by the way, Lobs is Mustecki as well. Brody Kostecki, but he's just got a different color.
It's good though, because we can tell them all apart. As we see on the inside there, Ethan Winder getting the run through. Big run there for Dave on the outside there on Phil Sell. There's one driver we haven't talked about tonight. Two drivers we haven't talked about tonight much, Wesley, is Wayne Burke and Tom Freer at the moment. Wayne Burke's up 21. Tom Freer's just outside the top 10 at the moment in 11th. He's up 16. Don't rule those guys out tonight to either get a win or a great top 5 finish.
Look at this, 4 wide in the back as they work their way again down into the corner into 3 and 4. Now Brody Kostecki on the inside. Cody Deeth, and they bounce off the wall. Saving both cars. Newman, Kostecki, and Deeth could have all got used up. Phil Sell inside looking for the lead. Newman up top. Man, pick a car, any car, as they work off the corner, trying to fight the draft of the dirty air. Look at Brody Kostecki from the top all the way to darn. Oh my goodness, he's blocking 2 or 3 lanes at one time, and in 2 of those cars are his teammates.
There'll be no team orders here. All the teammates are here to race. So they won't be giving each other an inch there, as we see there's a lot of cars down the back there, 2 and 3 wide as well. There's one thing though, these guys are not leaving anything out there. The standard of driving 3 wide coming through turn number 4. The standard of driving is lifting every week. It's just awesome to see.
Race Day Media chiming in, and he said a cracking restart by Brody Kostecki. He plugged every lap gap, and he did. But that's running out now, and it is his teammates that are ganging up on him. Brody Kostecki to the inside. Here comes Brad Newman, the reigning, defending Australian NASCAR X and Truck Series champion of last year. And Phil Sell. What a great new addition this guy's been. Remember, Nigel, he made his debut. I think we're at Lucas Oil Speedway, Indianapolis, when he did. And what a fun time. Oh, my goodness. Give PK room. Give PK room. Here comes Dave-O now. Here comes Wayne Burke, Ethan Winter. They're all joining the dogfight as they work the 40 to go.
big hit the wall there by Ethan into turn number 4 as well. We're going to go 3 wide up the front here as well. Looks, and also too, Wayne Burke's there in the mix there as well. Here comes Davo on the inside.
Unbelievable. And we're not done yet. Look at this, mate. Brody Kostecki. Holy hell. Oh, my goodness. He couldn't decide who to block. Davo left rear, got it, tag. Boy, they're getting antsy here. Crazy racing with 40 to go here at Vegas. And how about Ethan Winter with a big, big sin to try to get back up there to the top 3.
And look who's in 8th at the moment there, Wesley, the Cooch.
In the words of our buddy Dylan McDonald, y'all take care, brush your hair. Because their hair is in the wind right now. Whoa, look at this, guys. Oh, man. Davo and Jared Philsell about ran each other into the safer barrier.
Now, this is racing, guys. This is what we all love to see. Bit of rubbing, bit of contact. Rubbing's racing. There's a gap. You're going to take it. Send it up there. Let's have some fun. This is good to watch.
Working on 4. Look at this now. Davo, and look, wow. He came out of nowhere, Jared Philsell did. And we're 3 wide. Unbelievable.
I'm speechless, to be honest with you. I'm probably watching like all the spectators are at home at the moment with Ethan Winter and Davo.
I'm in shock. Winter and Davo now. Look at these guys now, side by side. And look at now Philsell up against the outside wall. He's now battling with Davo. And what goes on, Brad Newman is gone.
Brody Dowling as well.
Shane Vince.
Brody Dowling.
Shane Van Gisbergen back on pit road. His race is pretty much done for.
Oh, big Berkey. Oh, not Berkey, Borgie. And the 16 had made massive contact. I was just going to say then, Wesley, that Brody Dowling in his first start as well, inside the top 10 in the 819. Good result for him so far.
Back straight away. Now Newman leading over Kostecki and Philsell. And here we go again. When we go 3 wide, up high, keep it on Wayne Burke. Wayne Burke in that 89 in 6th, outside the top 5. Any of these guys up right now in the top 10 are in it to win it, Nigel.
That's right. And this car of Wayne Burke in the 89, he's looking really strong. Currently in 6th position at the moment, up 23 spots. Last lap 31.66. He's actually fastest out of all of these cars at the front of the moment. Out of the top 6 cars, he is the fastest man on track.
Wow. Look at this, guys. And now here comes Tyler Williams back into the dogfight. And literally, that is exactly what it is. Remember that quote, dogfighting, from the movie Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick. This is a dogfight. Jostling, fighting for positions. Look at the going high, looking low, looking middle. Dogfighting, fighting for their spot. Williams inside, going around Gardner. Any clearing me wheel, he's going after Davo now. 2 for 1 down into the corner.
Wayne Burke just tried to make the pass on Ethan Winter, but that inside line there is just a little bit too strong at the moment for Ethan coming out of turn number 2. Kostecki back to the lead here on Newman as well. I'm speechless. This is just an unbelievable race.
Unbelievable, man. This is just phenomenal racing, dude. And this is what you save your lunch money for. As my good buddy.
It looks like the 89 car of Wayne Burke's just getting a little bit loose there coming out of turn number 4. Dave Owen in the 311 and the 93 car of Griffin Gardner. They'll be watching that there at the moment. Usually what happens if they're a bit loose coming out of 4 means they're just using a little bit too much tyre, going a little bit too hard out of the corner. Those little things. These drivers are that experienced. They pick up the slightest little thing these drivers do, and they will use that to their advantage later on in the run. Whoa, big.
Wow. Unbelievable. He got used up, almost got used up, and now Dave-O back on the inside. Here comes that cloud cover, by the way, Nigel. We talked about that also. How is that going to make the handling change on these cars?
Well, it'll be something the crew chiefs will look at there, because there will be still one more pit stop to go, I believe. So if we do get another yellow there, these cars will have some massive changes swung out there for the restart and make these cars a little bit looser, I would imagine, there for the final 10, 15 laps.
Look at that cloud cover, man. I mean, it looks like it's literally starting to close into dusk with that cloud cover over the racetrack. A lot of shadows. And believe it or not, audience, that can really, in virtual or reality, depending on the setup, affect the handling on these cars. Coming down the line, 26 laps to go here in virtual Sim City.
Now, there's been a lot of practice that these teams do to put these cars out on track. These guys don't just rock up and jump out on track. There's a lot of practice done, there's a lot of setup changes done, there's a lot of talk between the teams and the crew chiefs of these cars. There's a lot that goes into these races every single week, and that's what brings the best of these cars out. As Ethan Winter goes up the inside.
Practice makes perfect. Dave-O, right behind Wayne Burke. You're on board with it for Nitro. Vermillion and Nitro going at it. Oh, Josh Perwin just got black flagged. Who is your pick to win this thing, audience? We got over 60 people watching on our YouTube channel, not to mention those on the other social media platforms. Who are you picking? Is it going to be the Kleenex Tampax entry of Brody Kostecki? Or is somebody else going to prevail?
I actually think, to be honest with you, Wesley, if this is all going to come down to if we can get a caution flag or not. If we get a caution, I actually think the 39 of Ethan Winter can bring it home. If we stay green, I think it's going to be Kostecki that's going to win. So, I don't know. We're in for a close finish here.
Under 25 to go. Brady Baldwin says BK Brody Kostecki will not lose from here. We'll see what happens. A late race caution is nine. Oh my God, I just said it. A late race caution could change anything, and there it is. Angus Lawford spinning on the back straightaway. The Project 36 entry. I literally just said late race caution, and the caution is out. That's Josh Micklemore. Josh Micklemore and Wow. Micklemore and Lawford got together, man. Why can't we be friends? And Micklemore lost control up ahead, Nigel. It looked like something broke on his car, and then when he did, Lawford had nowhere to go and got collected in it. Wow.
Yeah, something's happened there. That's just unfortunate.
Everybody is coming down pit road, and I do mean everybody. Here we go.
Big changes on these cars will be happening too, with only 25, just on 20 laps to go. So there's going to be some massive changes swinging on these cars. This will become down to the battle of the crew chiefs as well. Brody Kostecki's there, 94. And we are going to be commercial free, guys. We will not be taking a commercial break. We don't take commercial breaks from the drop of the green flag to the checkered flag. All the racing you'll see live here on Highline as Brody Kostecki leads the field off a pit road.
Commercial free coverage is presented by Nitro. There's the promo down below. Nitro Racing. Join the garage. Jump on board the Discord channel and get official oval racing setups for everything from the world of cups, O'Reilly, and trucks. There it is, Nitro Racing. Got to change that. It's not Xfinity anymore. It's O'Reilly. O'Reilly. I don't know. Is there an O'Reilly in Australia, Nigel?
Don't think so, no.
Wow.
We have super cheap auto.
So the Aussies are like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Oh. Wow, Blaine Dinsley does not pit, Nigel. What a story this is. 39 lap tires old on his car.
This is going to be a good restart for everyone to watch at home as well. Hopefully he can get that 27 car off the line. He has been quick all night though. Maybe he doesn't have any spare tires. Maybe that might be the issue there with the 27. Hopefully someone from his team could let us probably know in the chat, in the YouTube. I know
Blaine Dinsley, obviously his first career win of Australian NASCAR came at Dover last year. He's been racing wingless dirt sprint cars, IRL. He's going from Victoria to Western Australia, which is a 36 hours of driving to get there. Here's the equivalent of his travel time besides running with us in the Australian NASCAR Series. 4 days, 2 times 12-hour days, and 2 times 8-hour days. So basically, his life is on the road and racing and sim racing for Blaine Dinsley. Yeah, he's a wingless dirt sprint car racer of the IRL. He travels from Victoria to Western Australia. Little tidbit about Blaine Dinsley as we got back to green. $20 to go, Nigel. We put on young Dinsley, but here comes Brad Newman. You ever heard of the equation of bringing a knife to a gunfight? This is it. They're going to chew you up and spit you out. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Now, the one thing the Lobs guys will have to do, Ethan has been very strong on that low line. He does not move off that low line. That's one thing that the Lobs guys will be looking at to see if they can block his run and get him up high. Because if they get him up high, he'll use more of his tyres, and hopefully that will give him an advantage on the long run. But Ethan's got that inside line there. He's going to try to take the lead.
Whoa! Dinsley has free-falled. He was from the penthouse to the outhouse because the tires are gone. I don't know what strategy there was in doing that. As look at this, Brody Kostecki up high, 3 wide, the lead. Newman, winner, Kostecki, pick your pick your man. Or as they say in Vegas, place your bets, people. Newman back in front. In the one. In P1.
And the other driver that's just entered the top 10, the 30 car, the AMC champion of Matt Danson, now inside the top 10 with only 16 to go.
Imagine a few bevies with Old West at the karaoke bar after the race. There you go. Drinks are on the house, mates and mateys. Oh. Wow, look at this. And watch Kostecki on the bottom as Newman and Winter battle. 15 to go here in Sim City, Vegas.
I don't think we want to see Wes at the karaoke bar. You might be seeing Kermit the Frog there. We might get a little bit jealous there of taking this Biggie off of him.
Tell you what, I want to thank Kermit. I want to thank Kermit for giving me this Biggie because that's a new partnership between Keith Hackney and I. Stay tuned for more exciting rap jobs between us.
Either Winter is not going to let Newman take this one easily.
Craig Michael Deacon says LFG grip Hackney. LFG Hackney, LFG! Well, Hackney's nowhere in the fight. He's back in 35th out, so that must have been earlier. All right. Boy, I'm way behind. 13 to go. Oh, sorry. And Nigel just throws my ass under the bus, doesn't he? He's not even helping me. He's just laughing. Oh, look at Brody Kostecki. Winner Kostecki going at it. There's Newman. And look at Phil Sell. So 3 out of the 4 Lobs Esports cars, with the exception of last week's winner, Shane Van Gisbergen, up there in the fight. We got 12 to go.
Don't rule out Davo there. He's having a good run there on the... as we see Phil Sell get the run on the inside there of Ethan Winter now takes up the position. He's trying anything but Davo holds off there, but Phil Sell just holds behind. We got a great last 10 laps, Wes.
These, by the way, you know the history between obviously Brad Newman and Ethan Winter. They don't like each other. In another word, they despise one another. Vegas will bring out the worst in people. What will happen with these guys as we close in on the home stretch? Greed will settle in. 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Mates and mateys, bring the action here in virtual Vegas. It's go time.
Don't rule out either what happened last week. Brody's back into the lead again, but don't also rule out what happened between Tyler Williams and Davo at Phoenix last week.
True. Very true. Let's watch this. Brody Kostecki down to the inside. Here comes Winter. And Davo was right back up there again. And Nigel, I think I saw some lap traffic. Lap traffic might be a deciding factor of this race here.
Yep, there's going to be a little bit of that coming up as well.
Unbelievable. And they get out of harm's way. Attaboy, well done. As Winter and Davo bounce off one another. Newman in the middle as Kostecki holding on.
Oh, Davo just holds on.
Could we be seeing a new rival develop between Dave Olginczak and Ethan Winter? Get your popcorn ready. Put your play trays in their upright position. Strap on your fastening and seat belts and hold on, because this is about to be a virtual bumpy ride.
But don't rule out. Oh! Don't rule out Tyler Williams there as well. He's just sitting there behind there at the moment with only 7 laps to go. If there's a little bit of contact there, he'll slide his way through for the win. But Kostecki's got them all covered here at the moment. 0.4 of a second lead over Ethan Winter in second.
Dane Van Gisbergen meatball flag. We race to the finish. 7, make it 6 to go. Kostecki and Winter. Winter too high.
Yellow flag
He
is out.
couldn't clear. Oh my goodness,
Big
there's a caution. And this changes everything. Massive crash. Brody Dowling involved. He's already on pit lane.
Kobe D, Dave Douglas, Daniel Boyd's involved.
Are we 3 wide? Yes, we by God were. There it is. I'm going down to the infield. This isn't good. What a hit. Wow.
Oh, back up.
I lost my hood. I lost my hood. He didn't find his hood like Tomato did. He lost his hood. Watch this again. By the way, that's the 79 and Cody Deeth as well, man. Woo! Oh,
whoa!
He bounced off the wall. The 79 did, and when he did, he used Deeth as a pick. That was Daniel Boyd, by the way. Oh boy.
So who's got tires left? Who hasn't got tires left?
I think if you got any tires left, you come down pit road and we use them. What do you think? Is track position more important than pitting? What do you think? Some are,
100%.
some aren't.
Matt Danson's in. Looks like Jason Holdsworth is in. Daniel Boyd's in. Aaron Borg's in. Who else is in at the moment? Josh Perwin's in. Ryan Barber's in. Cody Deef's in from the wreck that just happened. If this is the case, if we're going to go racing with 3 to go, I think Matt Danson could come through with this. If we're going on what happened last week at Phoenix, you couldn't rule him out.
You should be dancing, yeah. Yeah, let's get it on, everybody. That is a lot of positions to have to try to achieve through. It's going to be it's a bold strategy, Nigel. Let's see if it pays off for him.
We can only see and hope for all those Matt Danson fans out there. We also got Ryan Barber as well. He did save a set for during the race as well, so he'll start just behind Matt as well in 20th.
There you go.
I don't know, Wesley. I can see this being a green-white checker. I can see this going another one.
Overtime, another overtime. You think we could have another overtime finish?
I think we're in for an overtime finish.
Another overtime. And will Brody Kostecki hold off the likes of Newman and Winter and Davo? And here's another thing, Nigel, I got to say. We know the history between Winter and Newman, Brad Newman and Ethan Winter. Will history repeat itself? Or can these guys get back on the whip and go after the pink machine? Because Brody Kostecki is the Tampax car. That's the guy to beat, the Tampax car. That's the man to beat right now.
Oh, 100% it is. But the thing everyone has to remember too is Ethan is really, really strong on that low line. So on the restart, if we had the choose rule, you know where Ethan would be going. But since he's going to be on the outside, Davo and Phil Sell and Brody Kostecki will be knowing that he is stronger on the low line. So all you need to do is leave him on that outside line as long as you possibly can. But let's just see how quick this 39 is to clear everyone to get back to that low line. We're in for a great finish, Wes.
And remember, there is still a chance of overtime because there's only 3 laps to go. Back to green here in Sim City. And we're cracking in the back. Will we stay green? They did not throw a caution yet. I think Jason Holdsworth was one of them off the racetrack. No caution. We race on. They're on the back straightaway, Nigel.
Matt Danson was involved with that. Jerry Cott, Blaine Densley, Ryan Barber, Dane Staddon, and Brendan the Cooch Griffiths were all involved with that one there as we come back and get 2 laps to go.
Penultimate lap of the race, this time by as Brody Kostecki in front. Working inside, here comes Winner and Dave O. They're door to door. Lobs are battling side by side with Phil Sella Newman in the back straightaway, Nigel.
Danson's on his way.
New tires from Matt Danson. Remember we talked about the strategy. Here they come on the line. He's going to get 1 lap. Whoa, contact. They are sideways. Crashing. White flag. They're crashing in turn 1. We stay green.
We race to the line. We race to the line.
Kostecki is gone. The pink machine. The 2023 V8 Supercar Series champion is by God going to do it. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, he makes us 5 for 5. Brody Kostecki wins, holding off Winner and Dawson at Vegas. Sim City belongs to the pink machine. Tampax and Kleenex free for everybody.
That drive from Matt Danson from 20th to 3rd in 2 laps.
Unbelievable. There were crashes on the last lap. They did not throw a caution because they took the white flag. Look at Brody Kostecki now doing the little drifting style racing. Burning it down, drifting style, baby. I love it. Yes. This is his first career Australian NASCAR X Series victory. And again, how about this, Nigel? 5 winners in 5 races this year. Unbelievable.
Incredible race, an incredible start to the season as well. The good thing was they raced hard to the line. They didn't give an inch for 134 laps. Like, I don't think I've seen anything that awesome to watch in a long time.
This is Brody Kostecki's 2nd career start in the Australian NASCAR X Series. He has 1 top 5 and 1 top 10, and now in his 2nd start, a first career win in the Australian NASCAR X Series. There it is, race recap results coming up in a moment, but here is the race results summary at the end of 200 miles here in Vegas. It is, again, Brody Kostecki, Ethan Winner, Matt Danson on the podium. What a job by Matt Danson, taking on new tires, late race caution, jumping up to 3rd. We'll talk to him and get his thoughts on that strategy. 14 green flag lead changes amongst 9 drivers. 10 cautions for 29 laps total. Brian Barber up 25 spots to be the hard charger. Brody Kostecki, the dominator of the night, 72 laps he led of 134. Fastest lap and the pole man. Results here at Vegas. Lobs Esports in victory lane again. Brody Kostecki will win over Ethan Winner. Matt Danson on the top 3 podium. We'll talk to them in a moment. Dave Olgenzak is 4th. Brad Newman in the top 5. Jared Filsell, Joshua Houghton, Griffin Gardner. Ryan Barber would have run for him. And Dane Diego Snadden. Give that guy some love. Double D finishes in 10th. Or should I say DDS?
Jerry Cott finishes in 11th with 12th was Sam Chapman, Vermilion Esports. Wayne Burke, another Vermilion Esports in 13th, 14th, Blaine Densley, his teammate for Vermilion. Daniel Boyd, Vortex Sim Sports 15th, Jason Holdsworth finishes in 16th. 17th, Brendan Hobson from Synergy Sim Racing, his teammate Tom Freer in 18th. Josh Perwin in 19th, and running out your top 20 is Tyler Williams for Vortex Sim Sports.
Brandon Chooch Griffiths will finish 21st for Chooch. It's going to be Clayton Davies 22nd. Fitzroy Beaumont 23rd. Josh Mickelmore, inaugural series champion, is 24th. Aaron Borg, I feel like I jinxed him. He crashed. He'll finish 25th on the lead lap. Everybody else, multiple laps down or out of the race, including Coda winner, Cody Deeth in 26 for KD, Michael Smith, Brody Dowling, Angus Lawford, Jamie Davis. Nigel, your top 30.
Dave Douglas for Nitro Racing in 31st. Shane Van Gisbergen for Lobs Esports finishes in 32nd tonight. Lewis Greathead for Million Esports 33. Trent Gosley, MF Racing, finishes in 35. 34th, 35th is Keith Hackney from Nitro Racing. Scott Rankin had troubles with his car tonight, finishes in Vortex Sports, finishes in 36th. Ben Faulkner for Vermilion Esports in 37th, and Kelvin Clark rounds out the field tonight in 38th.
A wild one indeed, ladies and gentlemen, but when it is over, it is Brody Kostecki winning in the pink machine. Tampax, Kleenex, celebration on for the 2023 V8 Supercar Series champion. We talk to BK and others when we come back next from Sim City.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back here at Vegas, commercial-free coverage of tonight's race presented by Nitro Racing, and we want to say thank you to iRacing as well, the number one motorsport simulation of the world. Nigel Sedale, Wesley Outland, Mr. Bigglestein hopped in on production, the one-man man that does all of the fancy graphics that we all love on the Australian NASCAR level. Let's go to Victory Lane. Brody Kostecki, congratulations. Second start with Australian NASCAR, driving for Lobs Esports. You win, and winning here at Vegas, it was not easy. This was a pretty wild one. It looked like you had fun in the car tonight.
It was a great night. On board the Kleenex Tampax entry, and just kept the nose clean and stayed out of trouble. And was just trying to learn how the track was rubbering up, and had a lot of fun racing Shane and some of the other Lobs boys and some of the other competitors as well. So it was just a good night of clean racing.
Is there a joke behind that car, or is that the car you always use, Brody?
It's actually the car I've always used for like the past 4 or 5 years. So
okay.
I just really like delivery, and it's just got a lot of meaning to me.
There you go.
Well, congratulations, Brody, on your win tonight. Great drive by all. Now, a question I'd like to ask. I know you're a real race car driver, and with these types of with simulators and stuff like that, what's the difference between them? Can you take stuff from iRacing and take into the real world racing? How close really is it?
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely take a lot from the simulator. Obviously, you can learn new tracks and whatnot, but it's just more so the choices you make behind the wheel and certain racing situations you can gain experience from. It's all the same as what you can do in real life. Obviously, the repercussions are sometimes a bit less if you crash, but you always learn something and experience something that you haven't done in the real world, and you can take that back to the real world.
Brody, let's go back to the race, man. Obviously, there was a strategy earlier where well, maybe it was a strategy. I'm going to get your thoughts on the subject, where you were up in front, right? You led the most laps of anybody at almost 80 laps tonight, but then you kind of fell back to about the middle of the top 5. Was there a strategy of doing that? Were you saving tires? Were you looking to see where your friends were for Lobs Esports or others around you? What was the strategy of doing that, and then obviously hitting the go button to win the race here at the end?
No, I just got out of position a couple of times, and it's quite hard to know where to place your car with the dirty air and with the track evolving and stuff. So, but made some good adjustments to the car, and got a lot better towards the end of the race, and just had to sort of keep up with it. But I just wanted to hang back with Shane for a bit. He was sort of struggling all night to run up front, so I wanted to go back to him and race with him for a bit.
Well, Brody, thanks for running with us. Hopefully you can run with us again when you can. Before I let you go, Brody Kostecki, 2023 Australian V8 Supercar Series champion from Perth, Australia. Please thank your sponsors, buddy, and we appreciate you running with us, you mate.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Just like to thank everyone at Lobs and OG Sim Sport and CleanX and Tampax for staying on board for the last 5 years. Really appreciate it. Really love their products.
He will now make the 5th different winner in 5 races, joining Ethan Winter, Matt Danson, Cody Deeth, Shane Van Gisbergen last week, and now Brody Kostecki. Brody Kostecki is the winner here at Vegas. Second place joins us now, and that, of course, is the driver of Ethan Winter. Ethan, man, it looked like you were stuck in the middle of a pinball machine, right? It felt like that in that Vortex 39 ride running around Vegas tonight. You come home and finish second.
Yeah, I was about getting triple teamed for most of the race. But I think on the longer runs, when I could kind of work a few of them over, the Lobs guys, obviously, I could kind of get towards the front there. But I mean, just didn't have enough on the short runs to get Brody, and just too much side by side at times, which slowed me down a whole heap.
Good, congratulations, Ethan, on your second place tonight. You wanted that low line all night. You could see all night that that's where you wanted your car to be. How on edge were you for the whole race? It seemed like that top 7 to 8 cars, every lap you guys were on the edge. How much fun was it?
Yeah, I was just trying to save as much tire down the bottom as I could, and the track was moving around a fair bit. I think the bottom was there at times once everyone went away from the bottom and went to the middle. But it's just about getting clean air on the nose, and if you can, there's a lot of speed in it. So there's a lot of air blocking and that kind of stuff now. So you just got to be smart about where you're placing your car in the corners, and just being able to predict, which is at times hard to predict where the car in front of you is going.
Ethan, I got to ask you, man, what's it mean for you being a, obviously, 12-time winner, career start number 72 tonight for the Australian NASCAR X Series? You doing what you do out here, entertaining everybody in the masses of the world on iRacing, but obviously bringing in the national flair of Brody Kostecki, Shane Van Gisbergen. Yeah, you never know who's going to pop in and run with it. Do you race them differently, knowing who they are?
No, I race them just the same as everyone else. They're probably not showing, all the turkey they've got. They're just racing to the means of their competitors behind them. But I think if they, really put it on us, they would pull away a fair bit. Those blokes. So just really enjoy racing with those guys and everyone else. We had some good, fair, clean racing at the front, which is always enjoyable.
Well, before I let you go, sir, please thank your sponsors. Ethan, always fun chatting up with you. You and Danson getting wild there at the end and still holding on. Nice save there, by the way, Ethan Winter. Look at that. That's just precision driving perfectly. Brisbane, Queensland there. Ethan, thanks, buddy. Thank your sponsors, and we'll see you next week at where are we going to? I think we are going to Darlington next week. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thanks to Maddington and Carnival Toyota, P Racing Products, Graham Electrical and Data, McLean and Yamba Vets, Ray White McLean, Slipstream Signs, SFE Loans, Viewing Esports for the ongoing partnership that we have, Pace Graphics, Casey Simon's cinematography, and of course Team Conti for giving us a real quick set that we could bring it to the Lobs guys tonight. And
Well,
yourselves,
ladies and
obviously.
gentlemen, that's Ethan Winter. By the way, he won Daytona. Ethan Winter, obviously, the driver there of that entry. And when it's all said and done, it is Ethan Winter, career start number 72. As I mentioned, he's got 12 career wins, 35 top fives, and now 45 top 10s. Pretty good numbers there. Matt Ganson joins us, the defending Australian NASCAR Championship Series champion. By the way, don't forget, the X champion and the truck champions will come together for a special Australian NASCAR Championship chase format, 10-race series coming up at the end of the regular season of the Australian NASCAR X and Truck Series. And that will be for 5 weeks, bi-weekly, Tuesday and Thursday, leading up to the end of the year. But Matt, man, your EKG machine, that's what I call it right there. It started down low, and then it climbed, and then it climbed, and then it climbed, and then it dropped. No flat line, life support, new tires, and then you climbed like a rocket man through the field, finishing third. If we would have got a caution, if there would have been about 10 laps to go, do you think we'd be talking to you in victory lane? What a comeback there, Matt.
Yeah. Well, I had to make a cup of tea while Ethan was listing off all his sponsors. What a superstar that boy is. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, obviously that's the whole thing, right? Like ifs and buts. But yeah, mate, one more lap, or even coming to the white, I maybe made not the greatest decision. I was obviously in a gaggle of cars, trying to get through as quick as possible, and I feel like maybe I should have backed up the corner just a little bit more, just to I tried to, but I obviously didn't back it up enough because I got a whole wall of dirty air and basically just wasted 3 and 4 on the second last lap. And I mean, if I had have done that better, I finished half second off, I mean, it would have been close. Yeah, but I mean, that's racing, right? Like, there's always the ifs and buts. I mean, I was lucky to be in that position to have a run at it. The setup was not fit for purpose, and we just had to make do. I did find by running without changing tires for a while, I sort of learnt how to drive a little bit. I think I was driving it wrong to begin anyway, but also I was able to kind of overcome some of the problems. I did every adjustment that was possible to do to try and bring it into the window to be drivable. And yeah, obviously there's no better adjustment than 4 fresh tires. So we were coming at the end, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, I actually had a lot of fun in the end. Like, I mean, I was pretty dirty early because got caught up in a bit of a silly incident. Sort of, I was just, as far as I know, like the instant party on the bottom, and some little kerfuffle was happening at the top, and so I was a bit dirty on that, but fortunately wasn't too much damage. We were able to recover and just methodically kind of make our way back to the front.
Well, congratulations, Matt. 3rd tonight. I only have one question for you. Where were you the whole night?
I was just chilling.
It's just like you went to the hot dog stand and watched the race for the first 130 laps. Next minute,
just tell Nigel, Matt, that you were bold strategy here in Vegas, right? You just wait to be the gambler to come out and throw your cards on the table.
That's right. We're gonna go all the cliches. I had to roll the dice. I guess. Well, I mean, I started nearish to the front. What did I qualify? 8th. I mean, for me, that's like pole. So, I was near the front, made a couple of moves early, and then realized that the car was wrong, and I was just in the way, and I was like, I'm gonna do something silly here and whatnot. And so I just pulled over and let a bunch of cars go and just sort of dropped to the back, and then I was just saving tires basically for the the hope that something like this would occur. Ideally we restart with a lap or 2 more in the bank, and then it would have been a lot of fun. But then again, I think there would have been probably a fair few more other drivers who may have had a set. I don't know if there was others, there might have been, but if they did, then they were probably more likely to to do the same thing, and so then maybe I don't, maybe I still finish third anyway if some of those other guys do that. So all in all, happy with the result. I just want to, I mean, with the win and you're in sort of thing last season, I was being a bit of a goose, just kind of throwing it at a win, and if that didn't happen, then I was like, okay, well, we'll finish last. Like, we'll just go all in, and it actually just really did me in massively. And I think I missed the actual playoffs and that in the end from just being foolish. So this season, I just want to get back to just having consistent good finishes, and I think other than Coda, I think I've been top 5, top 10, pretty much every week. So we just want to keep racking off those results, and it'll be happy times.
And the strategy, obviously, right, Matt, is if you cannot win, just be consistent and get as best finish as you can, for sure. By the way, for Matt Danson, everybody, he is getting closer to his 100th career start in the Australian NASCAR X Series. I don't know if you know that, Matt. Career start 94 tonight. He has 20 career wins, 50 top 5s, and now 66 top 10s, mate. Holler at those sponsors. The defending, reigning Australian NASCAR champion.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's what, that'd be over, 70% of top 10 rates. That's pretty handy. Obviously, just Altus Engineering, VRS, Race Tech Seats, and everyone that puts the show on. It's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and not behind the scenes, like the front of the scenes, such as yourself, Wesley, Nigel, and Dean putting all that on, and all the organisers. Obviously, a lot of work going on there, and there is a lot of work, being done all the time to make sure it's optimized as best as possible. So it's really is the top NASCAR series in Australia. It's an honour to be a part of. And I'm just obviously pleased to get a top 3. And I've said it in the past to you, Wesley, but I always get told by my wife that I better win. Hopefully a third is all right. She gets dirty on me if I don't get a win, because it's basically a waste of a night. So hopefully this will be all right, Alex, but see how we go.
They brag in Formula One that if you make the podium, you got something to brag about. So I would say, definitely tell Mrs. Danson to give you a pass, no doubt about it, for sure. So yeah.
I'll let her know. Don't you worry.
There you go. Hey, by the way, he is tied for second of the most wins on the all-time win list of Australian NASCAR as well. He's tied with Jason Holdsworth, who has the most career starts of Australian NASCAR at 182. They both are 20-time winners. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Pink Machine. And you heard Brody Kostecki speak proudly. I didn't even realize. Nigel, Tampax, tampons, Kleenex, tissues, real sponsors for Brody Kostecki. And he proudly represents them, virtual or reality. And look at that beautiful ride there coming across the line. Another win, Brody Kostecki, and we are now 5 winners in 5 races. Unbelievable. The consistency is phenomenal. Going to Darlington, Lady in Black next week. Auto Club, Rockingham. Just some of these amazing races on the docket. Highline will have them for you. And Jason Holdsworth and Nigel Siddell, everybody with the Australian NASCAR X Series. As Matt Danson just said, as a driver, as a lead anchor, it is truly fun, Nigel, watching this fun ride we're having this year.
It's been a good season so far. 5 wins, races down, 5 to go before we start the chase. No, 6 to go. I got that completely wrong, but that's okay.
Shout out to the Swamp Dompney. He says, good race boys, love from Texas, and so many others. Wherever you are, Australian mates and mateys, thank you to you and yours. Hope you've enjoyed it. What a crazy race, man. A wild one. Shane Van Gisbergen back to defend from winning Phoenix. He had problems. He crashed out. It opens the door for another Australian V8 Supercar Series champion from 2023. Brody Kostecki gets it done. We're 5 for 5. Hey, follow Australian NASCAR on social media. Join them on Discord. Broadcast covered, presented by Nitro. For Jason Holdsworth, Nigel Siddell, Dean Hopkins Bengals, I'm Wesley Outlet. We'll see you next week in Darlington. Good evening.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.